So on the phone with me today is the one and only my buddy and your buddy and everybody's buddy, Donny Brewer. How are you?
I am fantastic. You know what? There's a good thing that there's only one of me. I don't think the world could stand two of me. That would, although I'd get a lot more work done.
Exactly. You know? I was just going to say, sometimes don't you wish you're like, I can't be in two places, and you'd make a lot of money. Think about it. You could put yourself in one place, put yourself in another place, double bookings everywhere.
Except for I would probably spend it twice as fast too.
Yes. Okay, so I wanted to get you on this show really quick today. I know you got a lot going on, but
thanks for having me.
Well, no, thanks for saying you would be on. And I haven't talked to you in so long. I mean, in so long. Oh, well, I've seen you, but like on my show. So it's been over a year. I think the last time was just before Meeting of the Minds, not 2024, like back. So
yes, on the balcony of the green room, I remember.
Yes. Okay. So here we go. I want to know, I know you, I mean, my gosh, everybody was so busy at Meeting of the Minds, and I hardly got a chance to say happy birthday, hi, you did great, congratulations. So I wanted to get all that out of the way right now. So all of it's done.
Well, thank you very much. We did have a great birthday. Lucy Buffett herself sang some kind of a different birthday to me. It was like,
from the restaurant.
You got a birthday, I got none. You know, happy birthday, clap, clap, clap. I was like, that's awesome.
That is awesome. Nobody else can say that they have had that done from Lucy, but nobody that I know anyway. So lucky you. Okay, so now, you are getting ready to go out and play as one of John Patty's special guests at his Calypso Christmas this year, and I want to talk a little bit about that. I'm super excited. It's December 17th and 18th, 2 days in Florida. One is in Bradenton, the other one's in Punta Gorda. And so what do it's funny, and I'm going to ask you a question here. It's funny because John Patty and I talked about it. I go, I want to get Donny on here to talk a little bit about the show, mostly about what he's going to wear. And does he have a special Christmas hat? Or is it the same one as always? So tell me a little bit on what you're going to do and what you're going to wear. That's what I want.
Well, I mean, you can't give away certain trade secrets. But, I'm thinking about, maybe if you can imagine an ugly sweater as a suit jacket, I think that's what I need to go for. I don't know if I'll find one, but I think I need to go crazy with it because John is so, GQ proper. And serious and proper. Or maybe that's the way I go. I'll just come out dressed as John Patty.
Oh, my gosh. So no one will know unless they show up to see the show themselves.
You have to wait till the red carpet to find out.
It's funny, too, because I love your Christmas song. The one that you, all I really want for Christmas is, right?
Yes. To go away. Yes. I'm going to play it actually after this interview just because it's so funny. Do you have other Christmas songs that you've done? I do have. The world doesn't know the Donny Brewer Christmas songs, but there are a few that are not available to purchase. But I've been thinking about putting a Christmas album together. I'm in that weird phase of having recorded albums where you're like, well, do you do a best of album or do you keep making albums? And people go, oh, I love that song. Which album is it? It's on album number 12, Or do you start doing some things interesting? And we're not really in an album world anymore. We're kind of in a singles world. So I think some more Christmas songs will come out from the Donny Brewer. And I'm writing.
That's a very good statement you just made, though. We're not in an album world.
We're not. We're in a singles world.
You're right, though. I didn't even think of it that way, but you're absolutely right, 100%.
It's true. So you will see some new Christmas songs, and I'm writing one specifically for this show. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if John Patty's going to let me do it, but I'm writing it anyway.
What do you mean he's not going to let you do it? Of course he's going to let you do it.
Hopefully.
Oh, my gosh. But, and, I think he's super excited to have you, too, because every time I speak with him, he's pumped, and he obviously sponsored my show for this month, and he has pumped you being there. He's like, I am so blessed to have, Carrie's going to be stopping in, and this guy, Brian Bird, we love him, and Donny, like, it doesn't get much better. So he is really pumped. He's going to let you do whatever you want. You could play Freebird over and over. He'd let you do that, too.
Right? Well, and I thought Carrie was a surprise.
No, it's not. It's not a surprise. Ask John Patty's dad. He does the commercials for this month, and he has already, I know, but he has already told it. Because JP told it on the very first interview I did with him. So he's the guy that spilled the beans, so it's not surprising.
Okay, good. I mean, so the beans are already spilled. You don't have to worry about that. Cool.
Well, if you don't listen to my show, it might be a surprise when you get there. But the people listening to this one, they are.
It doesn't matter. I'll probably forget in a week anyway, so it doesn't really matter. My memory is gone. Also, my memory is gone.
No, you're good. Okay, stop. Okay, so.
Hey, you know what I'm so excited about? I have to tell you what I'm excited about, though.
Yeah.
So the first show, there's two shows. There's the Bradenton and the Punta Gorda. But the Bradenton one is at the Manatee Performing Arts Center. And I have never seen a manatee perform. I didn't even know they could do stuff. I knew you could do that with seals, but I did not know manatees could perform. Excited for that.
Have you been in that building before? It's beautiful.
I don't know that I've been in that one. I've been in the Military Heritage Museum, the Gulf Theater there, which is a really, really cool space.
Yeah, everything towards that end, like towards south, is really nice. Not south, what is that, north? Anything towards Sarasota is beautiful. The beautiful beaches, all of it. And I know a ton of people were over here in Orlando this last weekend because they did the Orlando Strong Music Fest here, and they all were talking about going to that show. And I pumped it real hard there too. So you're going to see some of those people as well. What do you have? What do you have next between? What do you normally do between like Christmas, like after Meeting of the Minds through Christmas? Do you go back home?
We do. We normally go back home. We kind of make a deal with the families, like you either get Thanksgiving or Christmas, one or the other. You don't get both.
Right.
But my mother just passed, and my father is not doing so great, so we're going to spend some time here. But the thing that we always do every year is Mexico Meltdown. We do this on the first weekend of December every year, and we go down to Mexico there, and with the aforementioned John Patty, and we may have a special guest there as well. But
I'll spill the beans because I don't know who that is.
well, I'll have to tell you after we hang up. But but we also have Manalo, and we have Jonas Lawrence, and we have Eric Erdman and Brighton Stahl. So it's going to be, a star-studded event. And this is our laid-back thing where we, in that weird time between Thanksgiving and Christmas when you need time away from your relatives. Well, we go down there where it's nice and toasty and warm, and we drink a lot of rum and tequila. And
I do remember that John was talking to me about that as well, the Mexico Meltdown. He's like, are you going? I mean, everybody asked me. If I went on every single situation there was, I would not pay any, I would not be able to pay any bills. Like, I would just have nothing. And I was telling, John Patty Sr., he is my biggest fan, by the way, JP's dad. Yeah. He listens every single week, gives me his notes. I love it. Lets me know if I pronounce something wrong, which I probably already did, the whole Punta Gorda situation. I'll hear about that. But either way, he's my biggest fan, and he always listens. So with him, he is the one he always says, well, are you working it this way? And I usually open for Santa down in Sarasota when he's there sometimes. But this year I gave that one up. But if you got to make some money. I mean, that's just how it works.
You got to do. That's it. You can't buy Christmas gifts with no money. That's
correct. So,
but JP3 is awesome. We love him.
Yeah. Yes. I love all that, the whole thing. So you guys are going to be doing the Mexico Meltdown first, and then you're doing the Calypso Christmas, and then you're going probably back home for the holiday. Did you give your kids Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Well, we're going to do Thanksgiving this year. Christmas is undetermined at this point. We might get to Florida and just not come back. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It's cold today, but it's usually nice here, so I like it.
Well, I'll be down there further south than you, so I think we'll be all right.
Well, you're always invited to come here, you know that. Okay,
hey,
I want to, before we wrap it up, I want to ask you, because I know, again, I don't have on the record you answering my big three questions. So I'd like to do that right now, and there's no wrong answer. It's super easy, but you're not going to win anything either, so don't get excited. And I know you're a game person, so I just got to be clear up front. You're winning 0. But the first question goes like this: tell us something we don't know about Donny Brewer. Tell us something different, something crazy, like, I don't know, from back in the day or
crazy.
now, or something we just don't know about you. I mean, we know your music, we know other things, but what don't we know?
Well, I mean, I can't. Do I have to pick one?
No, you can go all day long.
I mean, because there's the things that a lot of people know that I do logos and stuff, but they don't know that I went to art school and all of that stuff. Probably people don't know that I'm a carpenter. I built my 3,000 square foot log home.
Yes.
Me and my wife did. People don't know that.
They don't know that you can create amazing floats. Do you remember when you showed
That's
me the
true.
Floats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I'm excited. I'm going to get a small version. I haven't done it. We won grand prize for 25 years in a row. That was fun. But I haven't had a chance to because I haven't been around to do that. But our friends Kristen and Bill they're having a golf cart parade, and they're entering it. So I'm going to help them design a golf cart. And
definitely you have to post as many pictures as possible. If you don't know Donny Brewer's skill on this, what he's talking about, floats and golf cart parade. I mean, I have a cousin who's really good at it as well, but I love to see all those designs. I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I make weird stuff too. We've talked about that. But if you're a creative person and you know what you're doing, man, your floats were amazing. And
it was so fun back in the day because two things. One is because it's a working lumber yard that sponsored the float that we did every year. It was for their company, advertising their company. But it's a working lumberyard, and so we couldn't be building it for weeks and weeks. So we built it in 3 days every year. And
the detail too. If you ever get a chance to post pictures of that, you have to show people it. Unbelievable detail. Yeah, you should. You should just let us all have that minute so we can steal your ideas. That's kind of what it is. You start scrolling, and you're like, I need an idea for my golf cart. And then you get everybody else's ideas, and you just kind of tweak it and make it your. I used to do that with Disney. I go, this is a great game. I'm going to put ears on it and sell it to Disney. Okay.
There you go.
It happens. Okay. All right, let me move on here. The next question is, what is the most used app on your phone?
The most used app on my phone? I mean, normally I would say that's going to be, socials, Facebook, just because that's where we do our business. That's where we contact our people. That's where we, find gigs. That's where we advertise. That's where we do everything.
Can you imagine if we didn't have Facebook or any social media?
Well, I still remember going back in the day and trying to get to a gig with a fold-out map and some terrible directions.
You are funny. Me too. I was a singing telegram. There is something you don't know about me. I was a singing telegram for many years out of high school, dancing banana, all of it, right? So I would show up, and I remember second stop sign, take a right. At the Dairy Queen, you're going to take a left. It's right before that. Yeah, all this paper. Yeah. Thank goodness for maps, right? Thank goodness.
Oh, my gosh. For the maps and the advertising and all the stuff that we can do now that we just take for granted, But I would say that's my most used apps is Facebook and Google Maps. But maybe this time of year, it might be something like ESPN or fantasy football because I watch.
Yeah, you are a big football fan. I remember.
Well, it's required when you're from the South, but especially in Texas, we're in football country here, man.
Who's your team? Who's your team? Should we say?
Well, it's got to be the Cowboys. I'm a homer, so it's Astros and Cowboys because we got nobody in Austin. But
I may have already known that answer. I was just letting everybody else know.
Well, and of course the Longhorns. But it's fun now because you got the fantasy, and so you're really interested in all the NFL teams if you play fantasy. So that makes it Sunday is gone. Like we're not working today. We're watching football. We're watching Red Zone. Watching every player. And
but you deserve that. You shouldn't feel guilty about having the day to do what you love to do.
You gotta do something. It makes it fun in the airport too because. You see people from all over the country all wearing their jerseys on Sunday if you're flying on Sunday. And that
is true.
So little mini battles, pop up.
I wouldn't even think about it, but you're absolutely right. And to have, and I always go back to, if you're an independent contractor like myself or like you, if you don't say, I am taking this day off, you can get a gig and book a gig or a vacation or whatever. Even Meeting of the Minds, I pass up so much work in Orlando, and I just have to keep saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. My grandfather taught me that. He owned a construction building, and he said I would never go on vacation if I didn't just block that time out and say to myself, don't worry about it. Something else will come in on a different week. Don't worry about it.
That's the thing. Also,
relax.
If you don't take those times off, then why are you working in the first place? Right?
You're right. You're right. Okay, let me finish this up. Okay, in your opinion, whose phone number do you have in your phone is the most famous person? Like, to you, though. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. It could be your wife. She's pretty famous. Could be a superstar, a rock star. Could be a presidential person. It could be anybody you think is famous. So who's the most famous person's phone number in your phone?
Well, my wife is definitely more famous than I am. If she's not more famous, they definitely ask for her more often than they ask for me. They're like, I get somewhere and they're like, where's the show? I'm like,
right.
Not even a hello.
I know. I walk up, they go, how's Bob? I'm like, what? Where's Bob?
I'm gonna go with my favorite one right now, which is Gramps Morgan. I love me some Gramps Morgan, and lately we've been talking a whole lot more, and right now with Jamaica in distress, he and I have been having a lot of conversations about it, and he's got a new song, by the way. Go out there and listen to Gramps Morgan's new song for Jamaica, and it proceeds help charity for Jamaica. I can't call what it is, but do that. But I'm excited because Gramps and I are looking to work on some children's songs, maybe. And he's been working with our company Trop Kids, where I illustrated a book that Kristen McFadden wrote called The Gingerbread Man, and he read the audiobook, which is very fun to work with him on that. So he's my favorite dude lately. He is a
good guy, and he knows what he's doing. And he did radio prior to not prior, maybe at the same time, but he did radio. So he's always he's a great interview. He's a great guy. He always answers. I love him too. So big shout out to Gramps.
He's a great, I think, a bridge for our kind of a Trop Rock world, kind of the rest of the world and our Trop Rock world. I think he's a great bridge for it because he has such a wider audience than we do, and he loves our little world, and he'll stay there to be the last guy signing autographs.
On my YouTube channel, when we posted the interview with him, Beth Travers was my number one person that everyone was listening to, an interview that Beth and I did way back. And it was so funny because I actually have her coming on next week's show, again, to update our interview. But she was way up there in people listening to what we had to say to each other. And then Gramps came in, and in about a week, it was over 100 people listening to what he had to say. So I was like, he's pretty famous. Yeah, you're right. Good answer. Okay. Well, I thank you so much for being on my show once again and taking time out of your busy day. And don't forget, if you would like to go see what Donny Brewer is wearing at the John Patty Calypso Christmas shows, December 17th and 18th, right here in Florida, you can get online. Yeah, you can go on anywhere. I just went on the John Patty site. Tickets are available. Pops right up. I'm not even sure if I can make it this time because they keep asking me. JP Seniors keep saying, "Are you coming?" I'm like, I don't know. If I get a gig, sometimes I can't. We talked about it, but
honestly, that's what most people are worried about: is what is John Patty Senior wearing? That's what we.
Yeah. Could be that too. I don't know. Well, it'd be a surprise for everybody. So yes, get online, get tickets if you'd like to see that. And right now, I actually am going to play your Christmas song. So will you introduce it for me?
I will. This is, in writing music, Christmas songs are no different than regular writing music. You have to write the truth. You have to write the truth. And this song is completely the truth, or made up, one of those two. And but you have to listen all the way to the end. This is all I want for Christmas is you. I forget how it's parentheses.
I think it's all I really want for Christmas.
That's all I parentheses really want for Christmas.
Yeah, really love you.
There you go.
Excellent. Thanks, Donny. Have a great day, buddy.
You too.
All right. See you soon.
Merry Christmas.